Some people refer to providers as delivering value, but in reality, providers do not deliver value. Providers deliver outputs. For clarification, an output is a tangible or intangible deliverable following an activity. So in simple terms, an output is the box or service a provider pushes out of the door, as to speak. Now, outputs facilitate outcomes, and an outcome is a result that the consumer wants, and it is here where value is created. For example, let's say IT produce a payroll system, then this is an output, a deliverable. The consumer wants the payroll system to pay salaries, calculate pensions and taxes, and also wants to submit taxes to the government along with the necessary reports, etc. These are the results that the consumer wants, and it is here where value is created. Another example could be a report, which would be deemed as an output, and what you do with the report would be the outcome. It is also important to remember that whilst value depends on outcomes, along with costs and risks, value also includes the emotional aspects as well as the functional aspects. So it is important for the provider to understand the consumer's perception of value, and therefore we can map these values to the required outcomes and in turn the outputs. And to do this, we need to understand the band of visibility. What the band of visibility establishes is the portion of the product and or service the consumer actually sees. In other words, the consumer typically only sees a portion of the service provider's product or service. For example, when we visit a restaurant, typically we only see the dining area, the waitresses, the waiters, the check-in and check-out, etc. But we would not see the kitchen. If we did, then the band of visibility would be wider. We also need to understand the line of visibility. In other words, we need to understand the consumer journey. We need to walk in the shoes of the consumer. We need to understand every touch point and every interaction. We need to understand the pains and the highlights within the journey. And we need to realise where the moments of truth actually lie. Unfortunately, some organisations do not understand any of this. These organisations simply fix things and build and deliver stuff. In other words, there is a total disconnect and therefore a lack of empathy with the consumer. And in fact, when it comes to designing a product or service, design thinking is not consumer-centric within these organisations, when clearly it should be.